Hey, what's going on, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to another video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get right into it. Let's talk about some of the Pro Bowl selections. Obviously, some Steelers that made it, some Steelers that didn't make it, on the cusp of making it. Let's just see what happened here. All right, so obviously we know TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, two guys on a defense that made the Pro Bowl this season. By the way, it's the first season since 2008. Then no offensive players on the Steelers have made it to the Pro Bowl. So let's get right into that. When I look at the wide receivers, the only one that sticks out to me that I think that shouldn't be in it possibly is Keenan Allen. And, comparing side by side with DJ's stats and Keenan Allen right now has 92 receptions, 1,007 yards, and 5 touchdowns compared to Deontay Johnson. He has 86 receptions, 1,028 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So yardage and touchdowns are up. Receptions are a little bit lower. His yards per catches are a lot higher than Keenan Allen's. But that to me is probably the biggest snub for the Steelers. Just thinking about it that way. And then we go to the running back position. I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of trouble, seeing that Najee. I mean, of course, I would love to see him as a Pro Bowler, possibly Rookie of the Year, but his numbers just aren't showing it, unfortunately. I mean, again, you look at another guy like Joe Mixon who made it. Joe Mixon, to me, I think was probably the worst of the 3 running backs that were selected. But Joe Mixon's stats, he has 1,094 yards, 12 rushing touchdowns, 29 receptions, 204 yards, and 2 touchdowns receiving on top of that. And then you go ahead and look at Najee's, and you see 891 rushing yards and only 6 touchdowns compared to Mixon's 12 rushing touchdowns. And then you have 62 receptions, which is almost triple, or I should say almost double what Mixon has, and then 405 yards and 3 touchdowns. Overall, when you think pure running back right now, obviously Mixon is having the better season, and I think he does deserve that position over Najee Harris. Even Javonte Williams on Denver has been playing lights out too. When it comes to the top 3, he might be cutting Najee out of the top 3 when you look at the rookies this season. But other snubs, not even just for the Steelers, looking at the quarterbacks in the AFC, how the fuck does Lamar Jackson make it? There's no reason for Lamar Jackson to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. I mean, it's just the hype of just his name at this point. Obviously, this is what happens when fans pick the Pro Bowl selections. Overall, a guy like Josh Allen doesn't make it over Lamar Jackson. It's pretty crazy to me. But again, this is what happens when you let fans pick the teams. So that's pretty much all I have. Who else do you guys think was a snub on the Steelers, or any other snubs in the NFL that you think should have deserved a Pro Bowl spot? Thank you all for watching. As always, here we go, Steelers.